This is our 1956 Harley Davidson FLH, the green bug. I am the third owner of this bike. You might remember her. I rode her 50 miles and promptly fried the wiring. So I brought her to Duncan's, and we had Bruce Palmer give us a, that's Bruce Palmer does the Bruce Palmer book now, give us a actual correct wiring loom for this bike. There's 56s, not 55, it's different wires and everything. So we have a correct wiring loom for this machine and put it back. And when we got it apart, we discovered the top end was leaking like a sieve, real common of pan heads back then. They didn't know how to seal them right. And in fact, until modern times, with modern chemicals, they couldn't be sealed correctly. And we got in there and ended up having to put 10-over pistons and valve jobs. We discovered that somebody, probably when the bike was fairly new, went in, had bent a push rod, replaced it with a 57, which is different than a 56 push rod, did a very poor valve job, re-ringed it, busted a fin now, good repair, it's on the top, you can't tell it when it's together, you can't see it at all, and reassembled it. This is a bike that had, quote unquote, never been apart. And this is one of the premier examples that you can possibly hope to find out there, and this is what we found. So, until you actually pull these bikes apart, you really don't know what you got. Because the old guys just don't remember. I can't remember what I did when I was 20, and when you're 80, you certainly can't remember. And you don't know what the guy did in the back room when he took it in for service. You have no idea, you just know what he told you. So, anyhow, we assume some dealer had his young flunky tune it up, who probably didn't know how to adjust valves, bent a push rod. Like, I've never seen that happen before. We probably looked the other way as he fixed it. Yeah, might have stuck a valve, but we didn't find replaced valve guides, right?
Yeah.
They were, yeah, so it might have stuck a valve. Anyhow, something happened. Maybe the young boy, when he was new and young and got this, was hot rodding and stuck a piston, stuck a valve. We don't know for certain. Something happened, had the top end pulled apart at the dealer. And so we went back in. It's got a fresh top end. It's got maybe 50, 60 miles on it. And checked all the nuts and bolts and everything. I'm going to go on the road run here, the LA AMC chapter here Saturday, and hopefully have a good time and not break down. But all our lights are correctly working. Yeah, we're going to roll the dice. We're going to fire it up on the street and show you all the working lights. This is a winter circle bike. So now it should be a correct running winter circle bike as opposed to I fired it up. Now, Brent Mayfield, who I got it from, told me that he went 5,000 miles on this bike and never had a problem. I go 50 and fry the wiring. But that's just the way it goes. So, as we ride a little bit more, the heads will re-patina back into the cases and all that. They're starting to get a little patina on it now. So it needs to be ridden. And I dearly wish it was a tank shift bike, but she's not. But she's still beautiful. FLHs are incredibly rare. They made about 1,200 of these foot shift FLHs.
You might
56.
mention that on this bike that the FLH on this year, later years they didn't do it, but the heads on these were professionally ported.
Right. Yeah. That's
they came from the factory. Like
this is important for you guys. It's not a sticker. It is not a FLH on the case that makes them different. Has a different cam. Has different heads. They're professionally ported by someone's, I assume, Harley's race department, because it's a professional porting job. They came ported from the factory. It is an H. It's a high performance motor. The FLH, the H stood for hot. It is a hot motor from Harley Davidson.
slightly higher compression.
Yeah, slightly higher compression pistons. It had different composite aluminum pistons on it than the composition of the pistons was different on these FLHs as well for lightness and compression. It's not the same piston, not the same metal as just a standard FL model. So what's remarkable about this bike is because when the Chopper Boys came around, guess what was the very coolest thing you could possibly want to chop? Is an FLH. That was the hottest thing around. That's why you can't find FLH heads. They all got used up and tossed and wore out. They're not around. They're not available. Can't get them. Cannot get them. They're just not available. So incredibly rare. I don't think I've ever seen a used set. Later sets, yeah, with the fins and all that. FLH set, But the ported, I don't think I've ever seen a used set for sale in 32 years, not once. So, very nice. I was going to put some cool trim on the fender, and we started freaking out, well, what if we fuck it up? So we didn't put the cool trim on the fender. So we still got the trim. I'm gonna wait until Duncan and I, maybe one of the other boys, we can all three sit there and all hold hands and not fuck up the fender. We're gonna wait, because I can't replace the fender. So,
especially with this paint being all rich.
yeah, this paint's so nice. If we go, oops, scratch, we're fucked. You know, if it chips, oh, we're fucked. Oh, gee, too bad. Well, this is original paint, ladies and gentlemen, and I cannot replace it, and I can't touch it up. So, we're very paranoid, justly so, and we're going to wait a little. So, when my buddy Mike Terry comes out, if we got time, and Duncan and I and Mikey are all sitting around, I think the three of us together can hold hands and safely do it. But I don't want just one of us to do it by himself and cry, wow, there goes fender. Where are you going to get a flamboyant green optional one-year only paint job front fender? You're not. So anyways, here it is. We're going to fire it up. And I'm going to go up and down the street just like I did on the 54 a minute ago. And then I'm going to come back and show you all the pretty lights. So here we go.
Like it's always been now a one-kick motorcycle, especially when she's warm. It's just a one-kick bike every time. And you can hear it pop a little out of the exhaust, that extra compression, a little heavier cam, FLH cam. Check out all the lights. You got the two little... Put the light on the other switch. There you go. Notice the front lights work, the bottom lights. The spotlights are set up on a separate switch so that you can turn them on, not necessarily related to the high-low beam. And then the spots stay on wherever the headlights are on. See how he's flipping it off? And the running light on the front fender, of course, is also on.
Did we put a bulb in this one?
It's working right now.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, there it is. I can't see it from right there. It's weird. I see it over here, but I can't see it from that
Yeah.
side.
And on the back of this bike too, it has a number of lights. We actually have hold on, I'll show you in a minute here. Get back going up here. We got some really cool green lights that are on the back. You can see them right underneath the seat. See if I can bring them up so you can see them. See them right there? They're green. See how they're lit up? And there's one on each side. And then if you look a little back here, we've got another set of red ones here, which are actually two sets. The bottom set come on with the headlight, as you can see, and the other ones come on with the brake light. See that? So you end up with actually 3 brake lights on that. That's how we wired this bike up. I thought that was pretty cool to get a little extra people so they don't run into you from behind. And like you see, the little green lights are up there really working nicely. So sort of nice gingerbread. Works really, really well. Really like these little green ones. See them there? Listen to the beat of this engine. Just has a great sound to it.
There we go.
And there you go.
One of my best bikes. Give her a little run on the road ride. Maybe take a video or two. And go out and have some fun with her. So it's a total bummer. Buy a bike and go 50 miles and go poof. So I've been having to wait months to go out and enjoy her, but she's back together now finally, and off we go into the sunset, basically. So we'll see you guys on the next one. This is the Green Bug, and anybody in the antique club, they've been around, they've heard of the Green Bug. There's only one bug. This is the bug. So, see you guys next time.